Hey folks, Chris here at 374 MMA. Hope everyone is having a good day and staying safe. Here for another boxing class tonight. We will be doing another skipping warm-up, so I hope you all have your ropes. Again, if you don't, you can run in place or jog or do knee highs, but it's definitely easy to follow along here. Even if you don't have a rope. Then we're going to be working on some movement skills. So, I have my nice little pylon behind me. So we'll be working with that a little later on. And then, of course, doing a burnout at the end. So for tonight, like I said, it'd be great if you had a skipping rope. If you're feeling a little more advanced, you can do some of the movement drills and definitely the burnout at the end with some hand weights. So I've got 3-pound hand weights and 5-pound dumbbells here because, as we're moving, throw a punch, and if you want some extra resistance and make it a little tougher for you, having some 3-pounders or 5-pounders will make that a lot more fun. So I'm going to be alternating between those and the boxing gloves. So definitely going to need your gloves on tonight. So let's get started. So we'll start with a warm-up. We're going to be doing rounds, skipping rounds again, 1-minute rounds, and then alternating with some 30-second active rest rounds in between. So let's get on your ropes. We'll get started. So 1-minute skipping, and then we're going to kick off our active rest with 30 seconds of shadow boxing, just to get our legs warmed up, get our shoulders warmed up. I'm having some trouble with my ropes. There we go. Do another 30 seconds, and then we'll move into shadow boxing. Remember to make sure you're taking nice deep breaths while you're skipping. All right, let's start shadow boxing. Remember, stay busy. If you in your basement, in your bedroom, try and use as much area as you can. Just warm up those legs, move around, practice your pivoting, your lateral movements. Mix in some punches. Make sure you're breathing. All right, back on the rope. Next, we'll do some squats and then jumping squats for the rest of the warm-up of the shadow boxing. We're going to be doing some quick little 15-second variations for each 30 seconds active rest. So we'll do 15 seconds of squats and then another little 15 seconds of jumping squats. Fifteen seconds. All right, into squats. Make sure you're breathing on the way up. And into jumping squats. Get as much air as you can as you're pushing up. Remember, do proper squats. Use your legs. All right, back on the rope. Sometimes it's fun just to mess around. You know, you can do some crisscrosses. Have some fun with it. You know, when you're skipping on your own, really helps your footwork. All right, next, mountain climbers and then push-up variation. 15 seconds each. All right, into push-ups. Five seconds. All right. I'm getting a little warmed up. All right, let's get back on the rope. Remember, if you don't have a skipping rope, make sure you're running on the spot. Warm those ankles up. Do some knee highs. Just get your heart rate up. Do some jumping jacks. Next set, we're doing some Supermans and Aquamans. So we'll start with the Aquaman. So it's basically a variation where we're lifting our left leg out and right arm out and then alternating. So I'll show you. So just like that, my left hand extends along with my right leg. And Superman, lay flat on your back, and spread your legs and arms out, and hold. You can see that. 15 seconds. All right, back on the rope. Next set, back into shadow boxing, and we'll do one more round, and we're all warmed up. Ten seconds. While you're shadow boxing, we'll do this later, but grab some weights, give you a little more of a challenge for you. These are 3 pounds. Grab some 5s if you want. 6, All right, back on the rope. Next, we're going to do another, we'll back into shadow boxing, and then squats, jump squats. You know the rest. 20 more seconds. All right, more shadow box. Let's go. At this point, you should pick up the pace a little bit if you haven't already. Seconds. All right, let's go back on the rope. Seconds. All right. Squats, jumping squats, variation. Let's go 15 seconds of squats. Then we'll go to jumping squats. Whoop, 2 jumping squats already. Regular squats. Now jumping squats. 5 seconds. All right, back on the rope. Thirty seconds. Seconds. So then mountain climber push-up variation. Let's go. All right, ready to push-ups. Five seconds. All right, back on the rope. Next, back to Superman. Well, Aquaman first, and then Superman. Seconds. Ten seconds. All right, Aquaman. Into Superman. All right, back on the rope. Last round of skipping. Big little shadow boxing. And we're going to go to the skills section of the workout today. Shadow box.
This is not juggling. This is called misdirection.
Warm up. Grab some water real quick, then we're going to start working on our movements. And like I said, glove up for this. If you don't have gloves, then don't worry about it. But that's a little weight. Also, like I said, if you want something a little more advanced, grab some hand weights, 3-pounders, 5-pounders. That'll work your endurance a little bit. I hope everyone can see that. Yeah, that's good. So, if you don't have a pylon at home, grab a can of tomato juice or apple juice or something like that. Probably have lots of cans of something in your cupboard. You've been stocking up on non-perishables. Getting boxing stance. This is just a pure movement drill, no punches yet. Just want to see you move around the pylon. Start moving to the right. Keep your hands up. And a couple things. Stop and watch me for a second. So you'll notice every time I step to the right, my right foot goes first. That's pretty basic. Hopefully most of you know that. But then, as I step with my left foot, this pylon is my opponent. So after each movement, I make sure that I'm in position to throw punches or evade punches, and I'm not out of position and not lined up with my opponent. So this would be the wrong thing to do, right? Because my opponent is here and I'm here. Or, on the other hand, you move too far and then your left foot doesn't move enough and then you're totally wide open to your opponent. So again, move your right foot, then move your left foot. Make sure once you finish that movement, you're lined up with your opponent, ready to throw punches. All right, same thing if you're moving to your left. Let's keep moving to our right for now. Remember, pretend this pylon is your opponent. Start slow. You start by taking small steps. That'll help. As you get a little more advanced, you feel a little more comfortable, and you know that your feet are staying in position, right? You can speed it up a little bit. Remember, keep your hands up in boxing stance. Okay, now move to the left. Remember, same thing. In order, if you're taking larger steps, you may need to pivot your left foot a little bit just to get into position, but not much. If you take small steps, you should be able to get right back into position. Personally, I find it a little more natural to move to my right. So if you're not doing great with your left, then don't worry about it. You'll get there eventually. As I step up the pace, I'm doing a little pivot with my left foot just to stay in position. You can start alternating your steps a little bit, bigger steps, smaller steps. Let's move back to the right.
Follow me, if you can. Heart beating faster.
Back to the left.
Breathe and put me on the front line. Put me on the front line. Put me on the front line. Over on the front line.
Eventually, once you're getting good at keeping your feet in position, stop looking down and look straight ahead at your opponent. Back to the right, head up. Back to the left. Again, keep your head up. All right, now you can move to the right. After each step, I want you to throw 2, 3. Cross hook. Let's go. Step, 2, 3. Step, 2, 3. Remember your technique when you're throwing the cross and the hook. Turning your heels, transferring your weight. Breathe with each punch. Good. Now we're moving to our left. after each step, when you throw a hook, cross. So before we're leading with the cross, we're moving to our left, we're leading with the hook. It's just the opposite. Let's go. Now, same thing, follow me. Again, you're moving to your right, one step, cross hook, moving to the left, hook, cross. I'm just going to call out if we're going to our right, and then I'll keep changing directions. So let's go to our right, cross hook. Ready to change, left, cross, right. Once you're getting it, speed it up a little bit. To the left. To the right. To the left. Remember, keep your head up. Keep your hands up in boxing stance. To the right. To the left. Good. All right. Next, we're going to work on some pivoting skills. First off, if you don't remember how to pivot, I'll show you the technique. So most importantly, I think you can see my front foot here, right? When I'm ready to pivot, I lift my heel up off the ground. You don't want to pivot with your full foot on the ground because you won't pivot as fast, you won't get as much momentum. So the technique is, the minute you're ready to turn, say, facing you, I'm going to lift my heel up off the ground really quick, and I'm swinging my back leg around, just like that. Pretty much the same technique when you're going right or left. So if I'm going to my left now, again, heel comes up for a second, swing my right back leg out, and then my foot is back planted on the floor. Let's practice that for a second. So when I say pivot to my right, I'm going to pivot to my right. When I say pivot left, I'm going to pivot to my left. Let's keep practicing that. Pivot right. Pivot left. Pivot right. Notice each time I pivot, I come back into boxing stance. Just like when you're moving around the pylon, after each movement, you're back in boxing stance, ready to throw or duck, slip, punches. Pivot to your left, hands up. Pivot to your right, pivot to your left, pivot to your right, pivot to your left, pivot to your right, left, right, left, right. Good. Now, just like we were moving around the pylon, every time you pivot to your right, I want you to throw a cross hook. Every time you pivot to your left, I want you to throw a cross hook. Every time you pivot to your right, I want to see you throw a hook cross. So we'll pivot right first, hook cross, pivot left, cross hook. Let's go. Same thing. Pivot right, hook cross, pivot left, cross hook. Again, right, hook cross, left, cross hook, right, hook cross, left, cross hook. Keep going. Right, left, right. Speed it up a little bit. Left, right. Keep moving with me. So I'm not calling it out anymore. quick little quarter turns. All right. Next, we did some quarter turns. Now let's do some 180 turns. Same technique. So I'm facing you, 180. I'm facing the wall back there. But again, remember, get that heel off the ground on the ball of your feet for a split second. In boxing stance and swing your back leg out. You're gonna need a little more momentum if you're doing a full 180. There you go. So pivot with me. I'm gonna pivot to my left now, facing you again. Remember, get back in boxing stance after each movement. So that's your goal. Pivot quickly right into boxing stance. Again, let's pivot right. Pivot left. Pivot right. Pivot left. Pivot right. Pivot left. 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 Right. Left. All right, here, I'll keep you guys can see this so you can see my feet, see my technique. So let's pivot left. Pivot right. 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 All right, so this time, same as before. If I'm going to pivot to my left, boom, I'm going to throw a cross hook. I'm going to pivot to my right. I'm going to throw a cross hook. When you get a little more advanced and you're pivoting to your right, a lot of the time, especially if you're orthodox, you're going to swing that hook out at the same time. Right? So let's pivot left, 180, and pivot right. Go with me. Remember, pivoting right, hook cross, pivoting left, cross hook. Let's go. Again, you get a little more advanced. You throw that hook at the same time. All right, the shadow box. Use some of the movement and the punches that I just showed you. Mix in your pivots, mix in your lateral movement. Let's go. Mix in some other combinations too. pick up the pace. Push. All right. That's it for our skills section tonight. For a burnout, we're gonna do some more shadow boxing, but this time, if you have gloves, definitely keep them on. But if you do have hand weights or something you can grip, that'll add a little more weight. Grab your hand weights. I'm gonna grab these over here. So get a quick drink, rest 30 seconds. We will do, let's do 3 2-minute rounds. The shadow boxing, they'll finish off with a plank. You don't have gloves and you don't have weights, then, you know, don't worry about it. All right, let's go. First 2-minute round. Remember, use your movement. Stay busy. If you're tired, stay busy with the jab. One minute. Your hands up. Don't drop your hands. All right. 30-second rest. Stay busy. We'll do another 2 minutes. Those legs warm. 10 seconds. All right. Let's go. Work the defense a little bit. 30 seconds. Stay busy. All right, 30 seconds. If you're not a little tired at this point, amp it up. Stay busy. This is our last round. So let's keep our punch count high. 10 seconds. Last one. Everybody push. Let's go. One minute. Seconds. Your hands up. Seconds. Come on, push. 5 seconds. All right. It's time. Let's take a quick 10-second break and then right into a plank. Let's go. 3-minute plank. Ready? Go. Make sure your back's flat. Core's engaged. 2.5 minutes.
I'm taking this opportunity to clear this mess out of my head, to clear this blood out of my lungs. I need to dig holes to bury the dead. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell me minutes without fire in his eyes. Tell me what the fuck you
2
are.
minutes.
You are.
Don't drop. Stay up. 1 minute, 30 seconds.
I'm so fucking sick of everyone's lack of honor. I'm so sick of everyone's willingness to settle. Why is no one prepared to die for anything? I don't get a reason one more time. I don't even think about it one more time. I'm gonna stand right the fuck here one more time. Take this to my fucking chest one more time. They try and hold me back. 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 Try and hold me back. Try and hold me back.
30 seconds. Ten seconds. Push. All right. Woo. All right, shake out your shoulders. Hope everyone had a good workout tonight. That's all we got. Remember, you're on a skipping rope. Get your rope. Get some hand weights. Make sure you got gloves. Hope everyone has a good night. Thank you. Stay safe.